Hi, everybody. Hi, Facebook family. We wanted to pop on here and share with you some things that we were chatting about earlier in a little intimate setting that we were doing on Zoom. And we were just kind of brainstorming and thinking about how network marketing has really allowed us to be able to express things about ourselves that we're passionate about, even though we might be in a job or a business where we can't fully express those things. Maybe we are in a job where it's paying really well and, we do love it to some degree, but we feel like, is this all what I really want to do in life? Is this really my purpose? Is this really like showcasing my special gifts that were God given? And earlier we were talking about how, there's not that many, I will give it to a lot of entrepreneurial CEOs and companies out there that are really making the workplace so much different than it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And one of those examples we were talking about was Google. Google, if there's one place that I would definitely work at, it would be Google, because they take care of their employees so much. And they allow a few hours a week to come up with your own entrepreneurial idea to contribute to the company. They allow you to take off up to 3 months to just do whatever you want to do, vacation, backpack across Europe. And they have even take your dog to work days. I mean, there's like all kinds of really cool things. They have these little coins to get massages. So they really care about the mental and emotional health of their employees, but there's not too many places like that. So that's why we just wanted to express our gratitude to network marketing, but especially the company that we're partnered with called Life Activated Brands. And if you're watching, Brandon Hayes and Jessica, we're talking about you. We're grateful for you. And the reason why is because this is a place where we feel empowered to showcase our gifts. We don't feel like we're in this bubble where we're supposed to be this certain way of old school network marketing, and you have to do it this way, and this is the only thing you could do. We are so different. We're evolving. This is a whole new era. And so we wanted to just, bring on a couple of our friends and have them express what they do now and what their gifts are and how they want to express those gifts. So we're going to start with Nancy Mays. So Nancy, if you could unmute yourself, we'd love to hear a little bit about what you do now to pay your bills, and kind of tell us about what gifts you would like to kind of bring out to the world and showcase.
Thank you, Rachel. I've been a hairstylist for 30 years, and I've been a salon owner for 10. But I've dabbled in network marketing probably since I was in my 20s with makeup and different things, but never really took it serious, I guess, But I have been with Lab, and I love it because, well, for one thing, I'm doing this Zoom, something that I would never done ever before. And I'm in coaching groups that I would have never done either. So network marketing lets you express yourself in a different way than you do at the day-to-day job, because my job can get stressful and this is fun. So I'll turn it back to you, Rachel.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I can only imagine. I know traditional business, it is hard. I can imagine it is fun to run a salon too. A lot of people dream of that, but there is a lot of stress dealing with people, day to day like that. So thank you for expressing yourself. We appreciate you. Okay, so now we're going to hand it over to Miss Susie. So Susie and I were chatting a little bit earlier, and I learned a little bit about her, and I learned about what she does to pay her bills, and she's a super smart lady. But she also shared with me some things that she would love to be able to showcase and explore and express even more. So Susie, can you share that with everyone?
Sure. My I work in corporate America during the day and sometimes at night. But the reason why I was so attracted to Life Activated Brands was because of the passion I have for natural health and wellness. I grew up with a lot of illness, chronic illness in my family. I've personally struggled with some chronic illnesses and have always wanted to find natural ways of healing. And I really feel with the products we have here in Lab, I'm able to share that with others and help them heal in a more natural way. As we all know, the pharmaceuticals, they have their place, but a lot of times they're over prescribed, and I've seen lots of loved ones have lots of real issues with them. And I just really love that I have a platform where I can promote natural healing and natural wellness with Lab. And the training is great. The partnership with Jessica and Brandon, it's amazing. I mean, when you get a personal text and message from the CEO, that's awesome. And it's just, I like it because it's a satellite. I mean, it fits my schedule, because sometimes I have very busy weeks and I don't have a lot of time, but I can do everything from via social media and Zooms and text. I don't have to drive to meetings or things like that. So that's what I really love about this business.
Oh, thank you so much for
Back
sharing
to
that.
you.
My goodness, I totally feel you on that in so many ways. And I'm thinking, like, as you're talking, I love the word satellite that you use. And it's true. It's like, as long as we have our phones, we could work anywhere with this business. And I also think about, and Nancy, I know you can agree with me here, building a brick and mortar. Same with Nicole, you have built a brick and mortar too. How much work goes in to a brick and mortar traditional business? I mean, you are literally married to that business, married. And can you imagine now, if you, Susie, if you had to build a brick and mortar in addition to your corporate, you would literally, it would be virtually impossible. So we have this platform, this beautiful outlet to be able to work in, when we're able to in our schedule, to put in the effort into this business that is satellite, to share with these awesome platforms like Zoom and Facebook, to work a business and to fulfill those passions that we have. So thank you so much for sharing. So last but certainly not least, I'd like to end it with Nicole and have her close out, but also ask her, because she shares the same passion as Susie. Nicole is a health coach. Like I said, she is a traditional brick and mortar business owner, her and her husband. She has been very successful in business. And I just would love to hear what you have to say about how Lab and how network marketing can fulfill this self-expression and showcase the gifts that you want to show to the world.
Well, thank you, first of all, for hosting today and for interviewing us, and, for your busy schedule as a mom who's just out there, the crazy things that you've been able to accomplish in this industry are extraordinary. And I'm so honored and blessed that you are a part of this team. You're leading from the front in every way possible, and that you are just always humble and always willing to learn and hear what we have to say, and, bringing that up the chain. And it's extraordinary. So I'm so super, super grateful for that. So thank you so much for being on my page today and hosting. So these beautiful ladies are just the example of what it looks like for people who want to change their life. And for me, I started in the industry about 15 years ago, roughly. And I have been in cookie cutter businesses where you had to do a certain thing, a certain way, you had to look away, you had to talk away, and you couldn't go outside that box ever. And it was really almost painful to watch, because there were so many great ideas I had, or there was just a way that I wanted to contribute in a way that I wasn't permitted to do. And as I've gone through this journey in the network marketing business, and I've gone through some crazy stuff, I have also been that crazy person because I was listening to what I was taught and thinking that's what I had to do. I'm a rule follower, you know, I just hands down, I'm just one of those rule followers, right? So for me to step outside my comfort zone was really, it was brave, and it was, but I had to find an environment and in a community and a business that allowed me to do that. And so what I love more than anything about this community of people, this home we call Lab, Life Activated Brands, is that our CEO and president of the company promote this. They promote us wanting to be different than others. They promote us wanting to take care of people, not just the company. And that it's not just the brand of Life Activated Brands, it's who we are as people that matter. I mean, the policies and procedures that they have in place here not only encourage us to bring people on so that we can honor them and celebrate them and really appreciate what they're doing for the company more so than any other place I've ever been or worked for that matter. So when it comes to the corporate world, which I was in for 30 years and I loved it and I thrived there, I did well, but I wasn't able to step outside that box when I had a better way or a more efficient system that I could implement, or, you know, wanted to spend money here or there, but the company said, nope, sorry, our way or the highway. And so often I was in the highway and that's okay. But what I love about this company and the environment really is we do have excellent training. We have an environment here that supports you and wants you to be different than others. They want you to have the ability to thrive in more than one thing. They want you to be able to be a health coach and a business owner and an affiliate marketer, and you know what I mean, and they honor that every time you bring them a customer, they pay you for it. I don't know of any other company that says you don't have to build this massive team in order to get paid. So that affiliate type of situation can blossom into something really, really big if you want it to. But if you just have the, you know, like Susie said, hey, I've got this great product. I love it. I rub it on my shoulders. I feel amazing when I do it. I rest better. I do whatever it is. And someone says, yeah, I want to try that. And every time you do that, they give you money for it without having to have this huge obligation or financial commitment or what have you. Now, I personally am all in, right? I'm all in with both feet, you know, nose isn't even plugged, just right up in, let's go, right? Let's just jump into the deep end. And I'm all in this company. And I absolutely believe that not only just this particular brand of products that they have launched, which is in hemp CBD, but all the ones that are going to come as we grow and get bigger over this next year is going to be massive growth. So imagine, like you said, Google, if you could have gotten in on the beginning of Google or Yahoo or Amazon or right? Pick something. If you could be in the extraordinary place of a brand new company with values like this owner has, and teaching us to not only have that, but to honor and celebrate others as they go along, I can't imagine what my life would have looked like had I even known about those opportunities way back in my earlier days. So right now is the time to get into Lab and be a part of this amazing family. So if you're watching us, you're here on my page, you know me well, you know these ladies here, reach out. Let's get together and talk about how we can help you thrive in this environment, how we can help you express yourself and get what you want out of this whole thing. It's so much fun, and we just invite you to participate. It's awesome. So back to you, Rachel, you can close us out.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much for closing us out there, Nicole, and expressing yourself. I just want to say in my closing statements, I never thought that I would be able to explore certain parts of my creativity, of my leadership, of just really being able to work with others in a way that was so empowering. And, you know, I feel like I fill the role of so many, being a teacher, being a leader, being a student, being creative. And I love that. I love being able to even acting, you know, Facebook Live and being entertaining and doing stories. And, you know, there's just so much about this business that is all part of the attraction of what we do, where we're able to express ourselves. I love to have fun and be silly, and that's all part of my business. That's because that's who I am. And I'm not gonna apologize for being that way. Could I be my silly, crazy self in a job where I'm like this? Heck no, I'd probably get fired. So unless that was my job to be that person, but it just allows you to be who you want to be. And you can earn a lot of money doing that.
Exactly.
So, but the best part about what we have here is we have the community. We have the community. We have the systems in place. If you like to be told what to do, we'll tell you what to do to be successful. And all you have to do is just do it until you get to a point where you feel like you can lead your own and you can still follow. I'm a leader. I follow. I still follow. So you're never going to be a non-follower as a leader because you'll always be growing. So on that note, like Nicole said, check us out. We would love to talk with you, and have a beautiful night. We have a great interview planned for tonight too. So hang on, and we'll chat with you guys real soon.
All right.
Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you so much, Rachel. Bye, everyone. Woohoo.
Yay!